a little bit on the touchy side. The one thing that I feel like is missing from some of these hospitals, and even the ones that are considered a religious hospital, is actual prayer. In my time as a nurse, bedside nurse, or even in clinicals, the hospital I was at wasn't considered a religious hospital. However, I'm even my clinicals, I did have some religious hospitals that I went to. I never saw anyone pray for a patient. And there were moments I prayed for at least 2 patients in my time there. One who was actually crying. He was a man, but he had an issue that he just felt hopeless about because it was not resolving. He remained in that hospital for a while. He had a wife, a family, young kids at home, and he just could not believe that this certain and particular disease process was happening to him, and all the medications that were given to him to diurese him to get rid of this swelling problem that he had was not working. I felt hopeless because all I had was my treatment plan. I had the orders that the doctors had given me and the medications I'm supposed to pass, but this was something deeper. They tell you a brief overview of how you should handle a patient's emotions, but it's very cookie cutter and takes the feeling out of it. And you also have your other patient assignments, and they don't tell you that as well. Like you have to, help them process this in an urgent manner because you have other meds to pass or antibiotics that need to be given on time. And you don't want to brush this person off. Back to my point about my patient. It was like a hopeless situation. And he was very much an adult man that was shedding tears over this issue. And I felt something struck a chord in me. And I decided to pray for him. I asked him, is it okay if I pray for you? And through sobbing tears, he told me, yes, please do. And I sat there and I prayed the best prayer I ever could, hoping God would listen because Lord knows I am not an angel. And he felt some sort of relief. Sometimes it takes a prayer, with whatever religion you are, to help a patient. They might even be an atheist at the time, but at the time they'll take anything, right? Anything to help them out of that medical condition. And if you can, even if you don't believe in God, say a little something. Say a prayer to the universe. Do something. For me, it is God. It is Jesus Christ that I believe in. So I did pray for that patient. I prayed for another patient who had an issue with drinking. And he was like the most jovial patient I ever met. And he was like, sure, girl, if you want to pray for me, go ahead. And I prayed for him. And he was like, thank you so much. Nobody has ever prayed for me like this in this condition before. And I really do thank you. I don't really believe in God, but I'm good with whatever. So I do appreciate you. Sorry, I had to redact that whole southern drawl he had, but I said all this to say, sometimes praying for your patient goes a long way when we don't know what to do. And you don't know the outcome of that patient because most of the time they're not there by the time you get back. Hopefully they're not dead. But you just do anything you can do. And I think prayer should be a part of that anything you can do. It is within your power to utilize it, and you don't need a doctor's approval or physician order to do it. It's free. It's supernatural healing for some if you believe in that. And it's great therapy. And it also shows this person that you care enough to pray for them. I think the majority of us have watched a patient who has been in our care pass away, or a patient in someone else's care pass away, as we do CPR on everybody's patients. But this is not an easy job. Don't be afraid to pray. That's all I have to say.